Jimmy Garoppolo is the best option for the 49ers this year at quarterback if they want to win games. What's up, everybody? My name's Caleb. Welcome to West Nale Virus. I am all by myself today because Josiah is on vacay, and he left me here. I don't know where he went. He's probably just at home sleeping. No, he told me, do it by yourself today, Caleb. You need to get better. So here I am. Follow us, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, West Nale Virus. We're on YouTube, West Nale Virus, and everywhere you listen to podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at Caleb_WNV. Josiah also has a profile on Twitter, Josiah_WNV. Big surprise. All right, like I said, Jimmy Garoppolo is the best option for the 49ers to win football games this upcoming NFL season. You may think I'm crazy, but I'm going to try and make a case for Jimmy G as their best option. So we all know that the 49ers have been looking to trade Jimmy Garoppolo, which would hurt my feelings if I was Jimmy G. And they drafted Trey Lance a few years ago, quarterback out of North Dakota State, who won some big games in, I believe, a national championship in FCS Division I football over there in North Dakota. They have a great program. However, everybody knows the story of Jimmy G in New England. Okay. And you know the story of Jimmy G making the Super Bowl as a 49er and making it pretty far last year as well. I believe conference finals. I don't know. What do they say? Was it that did they make the NFC championship last year? Anyways, before I get into Jimmy G, let's talk about Trey Lance. Okay. Actually, even before Trey Lance, I want to get to something that George Kittle said. And George Kittle is probably, after Deebo Samuel, the best player on, well, it's a toss-up, actually. They have Trent Williams now, who is offensive lineman there, and he could be their best player. But I think Deebo is their best player, and then I would argue George Kittle could be their second best player. And George Kittle, quote, said it is a toss-up between Jimmy G and Trey Lance for starting quarterback, if you can believe that. Excuse me. Go on YouTube if you want to see all the fun stuff. So he was asked by Mike Florio, I believe. I hope I get the name right. Yes, that is Pro Football Talks Mike Florio. And he said it was a toss-up. And Mike asked a great question. And he wanted to know the difference between the two. And he got him to tell, he got George Kittle to tell us what's going on and the differences between Garoppolo and Trey Lance. So here's what he said, quote, about Jimmy G. Awesome in the huddle, great leader, directs guys. People go to attention when he's talking. He's got a quick release. He knows the offense. Been to 2 NFC championship games. He knows what he's doing. And he's been to the Super Bowl as well. What about Trey Lance? Trey Lance, quote from George Kittle, can run, extend plays, does all the play action stuff incredible. He could throw the ball 70 yards. So it's just, I don't know. It's a toss-up for me. That's what that is the quote from George Kittle. So what does that tell us? Okay, Trey Lance is way more athletic than Jimmy G, but Jimmy G, he has the huddle. He has the respect. He's a good quarterback. He knows the offense. What would you want in a quarterback? Right? We know what we're getting from Jimmy G. I don't care if you like it or not. You know what you're getting from him. Plus, you're getting leadership. Plus, he knows the offense. Maybe Trey Lance, no, he probably knows the offense. He may even open up the playbook some more. But does that get you into more trouble? Right? Are we going to run more RPO things with Trey Lance? Put the playbook in his hands, put the decision into his hands. And if he makes more poor decisions than good decisions, now it's not looking like a good decision on the 49ers half. apart, maybe we should have kept Jimmy G in there. You run the risk. Sometimes those risks turn out to be successes, though. But as a coach, you want a leader in the huddle. So if Jimmy G is that guy and he demands that respect from the players, I almost would rather start him no matter what, even if Trey Lance is the better athlete. Not saying he's the better quarterback, better athlete. If Jimmy G brings the leadership, I would take the leadership and the knowledge and the respect from the players over athleticism. I would. Okay, so that's what George Kittle had to say. And that's my breakdown of what George Kittle had to say. Okay, and let's not forget the 49ers won 10 games last year. They made the wild card game, beat the Cowboys, went to the divisional round, beat the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau because they can run the ball. And then they, hold on, I'm going to get you the scores real quick. Beat the Cowboys 23-17. I don't think that was really a game. Beat the Packers 13-10 in Lambeau. Both of those games were away. Then they go and lose to the Rams by 3, 2017. And we know the Rams eventual Super Bowl champions. So I would say that's a really good season. Really good season. And Jimmy G, oh yeah, he was the quarterback of that team, right? Okay, let's get into the stats. And let's go Trey first. Okay, Trey Lance first, and then I'll make my, I'm still trying to make my case for Jimmy G. So Trey Lance started 2 games. He played in 6, I believe. Maybe 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He played in 6. He had 71 pass attempts for 603 yards. In 2 games, he did not have any passing attempts. Okay, against the Jaguars, he came in. They won 30-10. He ran the ball 3 times for 4 yards and 0 touchdowns. Against the Packers in the regular season, they lost by 2. He came in and ran the ball once for 1 yard. Okay, so those 2 games, he didn't have any passing attempts. Like I said, he had 71 passing attempts in those 6 games for 603 yards. He had a completion percentage of 57.7%. Okay. He did throw for 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 4 times. Okay. We can say the net yards that he gained per pass attempt. So that's his passing yards minus his sack yards. And then you divide that by passes attempted plus times sacked. Okay. 7.8. Okay. He had 20 play action passes, or he attempted 20 play action passes for 171 yards. He ran 18 RPO plays for 172 yards. Okay. Now let's go to Jimmy G. And let's compare to Trey Lance. So it's a little hard to compare because Jimmy G started and played in 15 games of the 17. Okay, so his completion percentage over those 15 games was 68.3% compared to Trey Lance's 57.7. He threw for 3,810 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He was sacked 29 times. And like I said, his net yards gained per pass attempt. So let me repeat this for you. That is his passing yards minus his sack yards. Then you divide that by his passes attempted plus his time sacked. Okay, that was 7.6 compared to Trey Lance's 7.8. And he did have 3 game-winning drives. He attempted 100 play action passes for 1,017 yards, and he ran 38 RPO plays compared to Trey Lance's 18, and he had his RPO plays went for 339 yards. Okay, so Jimmy G, better completion percentage. Okay, more passes attempted. I didn't even tell you his passes attempted. His passes attempted were 441. Okay. He threw for 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He was sacked 29 times, sacked a ridiculous amount of times. Okay. I found their sack percentage. Okay. And the sack percentage is their passes attempted plus their time. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. Let me go back. The percentage of times sacked when attempting to pass is your times sacked divided by your passes attempted plus times sacked. Okay. Trey Lance, 5.3. Jimmy G, 6.2. Okay. So I think the argument for Trey Lance would be he's more athletic. He's going to get sacked less. Jimmy G was sacked 29 times. Okay. And do you put that on the O-line or do you put that on Jimmy G? You could argue maybe 10 of those Trey Lance can avoid. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. He only attempted 100 only attempted 100 play action passes. So we talk about how the 49ers run a lot of play action. They do. And would they run less play action with Trey Lance? Well, in 6 games, he ran 20. So yeah, they're going to run less play action with Trey Lance and run more RPO. They ran 18 with Trey Lance and 38 with Jimmy G. And that's just kind of common sense. But Jimmy G, here's the thing. Jimmy G was second in yards per attempt. He was 6th in completion percentage, 12th in total yards, in passing yards, not total, 12th in passing yards, and 17th in touchdown passes, right? So maybe, bottom half in touchdown passes, but you're running the ball like crazy. And you have Deebo Samuel. Okay, so here's the thing. Who's the best? And this is why I think Jimmy G, here's the main reason. And my main argument for why Jimmy G will win more games for the 49ers than Trey Lance. Who's the best player on the 49ers? Let's say the 2 best players on 49ers offense. Deebo Samuel, easily. Hopefully he's still there. I don't know. Maybe you're not a 49ers fan. Maybe not, hopefully. And George Kittle. Right? Those are the 2 best players that can touch the ball on that team. Who gives you the best option of getting the ball into their hands? That is Jimmy G. Deebo doesn't want to run the ball. He told us. So who's the best passer on that team? Trey Lance may have a stronger arm, but I think your best option to get him the ball is Jimmy G. Right? If you're going to run more play action and less RPO, right? Because reminder, RPO, you're going to run a lot of running backs going to either touch the ball, quarterback's going to touch the ball, so Trey Lance, right? So you're basically betting on confusing or keeping the defense guessing and taking advantage of that. I would say they're already doing that by running the ball well. And now they have Trent Williams. The only argument is if you run RPO, the only argument for Trey Lance is if you run RPO, you can get Deebo the ball quicker. Right? Then maybe it opens him up for a deeper, as a deeper threat. But remember, Deebo did a lot with catching the ball at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage. So if I'm telling the 49ers to pick a quarterback, I'm telling them to pick Jimmy G because he gives them the best option to win, the best option to get Deebo the ball, the best option to get George Kittle the ball. By the way, he was second in the league in yards per attempt and 6th in completion percentage. That's really good. But the 49ers have done this before. And it hurts me. They did this to Alex Smith. We talk about a guy with high yards per attempt, second in yards per attempt, and then 6th in completion percentage. They did this to Alex Smith, and then they brought in Kaepernick. And remember, Kaepernick got them to the Super Bowl. You could argue maybe their defense got them to the Super Bowl, but Kaepernick was the quarterback when they were in the Super Bowl. But they didn't win. If they want to win the Super Bowl, their best option is Jimmy G this year. If it goes bad, okay. I'm sorry. Take it back. I was wrong. I'll take some flack for that. But after all the stats, and after hearing that he is the leader, and after knowing and watching that he is the best option for the 49ers to get Debo and Kittle the ball, I don't know how you cannot start Jimmy unless he's that bad in the locker room, which it doesn't sound like it from George Kittle. But it still is a toss-up because that's how good of an athlete Trey Lance is. But I am still taking a leader over an athlete any day, every day. Leader over freak athlete. And remember, they still have Brandon Ayuk. I should throw that in there. Still have Brandon Ayuk and Elijah Mitchell. So there's still a lot of good athletes on that team. That's my case for Jimmy G. Let me know what you think. Are you starting Trey Lance or are you starting Jimmy G? I'm starting Jimmy G. All right, everybody. Reminder, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at West Nale Virus. Follow me on Twitter at Caleb_WNV. I'm a Raiders fan. So this is hard talking 49ers. I don't mind the 49ers, but I don't have any problem with the Raiders because DC, baby. All the way. Go Raiders. But that's my argument for Jimmy G and the 49ers. I'll see you at the next one. Manana.